All right, man. Let's see what we got up next.
You probably still missing something. Hold on. I know we ain't get the whole Grammys yet. And he's, which I believe is, and Metro are doing in optics because Drake music, which I believe is either one. Here we go. Now, there was a preview, but Drake is not heard on the preview, though he is seen in the preview video. I'll let you see this.
You know when I fucking from the back, but I want to see your face right now. I know that he ain't hitting on that because he coming to my place right now.
Okay. Now, if you ask me, I think this is a good thing. So Drake has pretty much announced that he's dropping this new music, and this music is going to be dropping on February 14th. Now, if I look at my calendar, like sometimes we could just use deductive reasoning here, and we can figure out a lot. Let me see. Let's look. 2025 calendar. And if we look at 2025 calendar, we'll see that, here we go. We'll see that in February, the 14th is a Friday. Now, if it wasn't a Friday, I would have assumed that this is not a full project. But I have to assume it is a full project because it is on the 14th. Now, remember I told you we weren't going to hear from Drake for a little bit? Here's how I believe this is going to go down. Number one, I think this project's only going to drop because of a few things. So remember, Drake has one more project left, okay, on Universal. Now, from what I've heard from Universal people, they don't like that Drake has, to them, cheated the requirements of the deal. I said, what does that mean? They said, well, if we said this amount of albums, we want solo albums. With all due respect, we don't want you a Savage. We want you by yourself. Drake's a big dog. He gets to kind of like, break the rules a little bit cool. Savage is a big artist too, whatever. But now when you're one album left and we haven't came to a deal yet, we ain't finna count your project with P&D, an artist that's on your label, this and third. We'll let you put it out. Of course, we're gonna get our recoupment percentage, whatever. But from what I hear, this is gonna be a project that's gonna be ran through the label that is gonna be supporting OVO/Party, which I believe is either Warner or Sony. So essentially, Drake is dropping this project, but it's not his label that's gonna be the point man on this. Because usually in collab drops, one label with the other label then combine to figure out how we put shit out. So I'll look real quick. What label is Party Next Door signed to? Yeah, he's on Warner. And OVO Sound is on Warner, I believe, right? I believe. Oh, no, they're through Sony. Wait. Okay, that might be a little bit complicated. But anyway, if this project is going to be pushed and most likely spearheaded by the other label that's not UMG, Here's I have a few things that I'm worried about. And I'm worried about not as a Drake fan because I want new Drake music. So all the Kendrick shit aside, let's just speak honestly. If you're a Drake fan, you should be happy that Drake is putting out music. I get it. If we keep doing this whole timing thing, and by the way, I was one of those people be like, yo, Drake, just go away for a little bit of center. Kendrick is dragging it. There's no time. Listen, Kendrick gonna do the Super Bowl, then he gonna go on tour performing.
Oh man, this is what, bro, just fucking idiot. So it's just all Kendrick's fault. Drake ain't doing nothing. Drake is 100% innocent, huh? It's all Drake's fault. I mean, it's all Kendrick's fault. See, this is where the dick sucking comes in. This is where the deep throat comes in. This is where the cum shots come in. You fucking goofy. So it's just all Kendrick. And no Drake. Get up off your knees, bro. This is why people say that you're the biggest OV hoe. Shh.
And that song making, he's gonna do it. Like, remember when Travis Scott kept doing Fiend, and every city he would do it one extra time? Yo, we did it 8 times in that city. Now we're doing it 9 times. I could see Kendrick doing the same thing with Not Like Us. So if for anyone who thinks Drake should just like take a break or disappear till the wave is done, Kendrick is dragging this motherfucker, and you can't blame him because it's a huge song. So Drake,
you were the main one that was saying that he should take a break, and you even just admitted that. But you're not gonna. God, this nigga is so fucking annoying. And he wonder why he gets the hate that he gets. This dude is so disconnected with reality. It's not even funny. It's not even funny.
Eventually has to drop, right? He just has to do his thing. I only care about it in optics because I know how major labels work. they sell records a lot on perception. Even when they pay for radio teams to go work a record, they're paying for the radio team to make that or whatever team to make that record look lit, that people could additionally go support it, but also the numbers can make sense. What I'm trying to say to y'all is this. I don't know if Drake and Party right now, let's put a number on it. Right now, I don't need Drake doing anything below 200. I don't care who he collabs with. Keep in mind, Honestly Nevermind did 204 or something like that, right? Honestly Nevermind, first week sales. Yeah, 204. You can't have Drake doing under 200, if you ask me. Now, I still think he'll probably most likely do over that, but the reason why I'm concerned about the numbers is because I personally feel, and from what I've heard, they might be trying to use anything that Drake puts up that doesn't chart of the normal Drake ilk to push a narrative that Drake isn't still as dominant as he is. I see some people guessing here. Some people say 100K. Shinquan, Roman, you're wrong with that. He's going to do over 100K. 3 Cool Chris, 280. I think 280 would be good. G Money, 220. I think that would be decent. Vapa Snapper, you said 325 to 350. If he does that, I think that's fucking out I think that's great. Cub says 450. That would be amazing too. Lesson says the numbers will be fluff. It won't impact. Anything below 150, I don't think is a good look. If Future and Metro are doing 250, right? What would Future and Metro do? They did 250. I think it would be good if Drake. I think it would be good if Drake did the same. Now, that's just me looking at optic wise, PR wise. I'm looking at some of
the fact that you said that Drake will be good if he does the same as Future is a major problem. Because I remember just a couple months ago, you said that there's a big separation between Drake and Future when it comes to record sales. Not influence, not culturally, but record sales. You had a big argument about who was like the number one leading artist, and Kendrick was, I think Drake was above Kendrick and Kendrick was right there, and then it was Future. You was like, oh my God, how is Kendrick Lamar near Future? Now you want Drake to sell the same as Future for something to be good. And you don't think that's bad? I don't think you realize the stuff that you say, but I remember it. So for the simple fact that you say that if Drake can sell as much as Future, that's a huge problem. That's a major problem, according to your standards.
These other side things that I think are happening where people are trying to create narratives about Drake. That's why I actually believe that he was going to probably forego this collab album and drop a solo album, because right now everybody's looking at Drake, especially, the Super Bowl is like next week. Shit's going to happen. People are looking at him to be like, is he going to get jaw ruled? And obviously no one can say he's making whack music because he's not. So they're going to look towards maybe his effectiveness or efficiency, and they're going to look towards numbers. So that's one of the reasons I thought he was just going to go with a solo album, because I don't know if you know about just how sales work. If two artists get together and drop a project, it's going to be less. It's usually about half of what the bigger artist usually does, but it'll be about 40% more than what the smaller artist does. But we've never seen two artists do a collab project and it do more than what both of them would do independently, or at least more than what the bigger artists would do independently. So that's why. So if you ask me, Drake got to keep the show going. I'm not mad at him doing this. I'm not mad at him dropping this project. I'm hoping it sounds good. From what I'm hearing, it sounds amazing. I'm hoping the numbers do what it needs to do. I know that the labels in terms of Universal won't be there with the bells and whistles, but I'm still hoping it does well. Right now, Drake is in Australia. I don't know if you guys seen this video. This is him just kicking it at a small spot in Australia, vibing.
We're going to stop it right here. Nah, I keep going.
Now, I see J. Prince Jr. in here saying the best concert rehearsal in the world. Okay. I've seen this conversation also happen a lot where they're like, yo, Drake has one thing that could switch this all up. Because I believe Drake is an R&B legend and a hip hop legend. I think he's the greatest rapper of all time personally, but I think he's still a legendary R&B singer in terms of songs. I won't say in vocals. I don't think vocally he's there with any of the greats, but I do think song-wise he has an amazing catalog of R&B music. People have said, well, maybe he should fall back into the R&B back. Give people R&B, let them take their minds off of this beef a little bit, because now every time you rap, they're expecting you to throw shots. They want blah, blah, blah. They want to see these bells and whistles. Just sing. Give them what they want. I don't know. This could be an effective strategy. I don't know.
Isn't that what Kendrick said? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to say this for a different video. Y'all leave a comment down below to this bullshit that Akademiks just said. It's your boy Damn D signing out.